This is Danielle Kelly. I'm the Chief Forecaster at SASW, and I told you all I would do a forecast for you this weekend for your Eclipse Day coming up on Monday, so I'm doing that now. Also getting a lot of messages and comments and questions about the tropics. All good questions because the tropics are getting more active. It's that time of year, so I want to make sure I go over that as well. And here is the 5-day tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center. And you can see Tropical Storm Harvey down here. A lot of your questions have actually come on this little orange X right here, and that is Invest 92L. And I'm going to talk about that in a second as well. This yellow area, I'm gonna leave that out for a while. It's only a 20% chance of formation. I'm gonna take the two closest to home that you have the most questions about. And when you see this graphic shared, I know it scares some of you. There's this big X and orange thing, and it looks like something massive is heading towards Florida, and that's not the case. What this graphic does is tells us the probability percentage of anything tropical forming within so many days. And it also tells us the location of tropical storms or hurricanes. Like there's Harvey. We have no hurricanes right now, but so I don't want you to see that and get scared. That's just perspective. It's just telling us what the percentage chance of anything forming is. All right, here's the GOES water vapor satellite, and let's talk about some of these features. Here is Harvey down here. And back up here is 92L, and it has an upper level low to its north that it's kind of interacting with. It's undergoing some shear, and it's got an uphill battle to maintain its strength right now, or to strengthen for that matter. Harvey is also undergoing some shear, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. And then you see this big counterclockwise spin over Florida. That is what we call a TUT, and it is a tropical upper tropospheric trough, and we call it a TUT because that's a lot of words. But you can see that counterclockwise spin. It is not a tropical system, but what it is doing is pulling in that north flow right there, and you can see the convection and thunderstorms firing up offshore and moving south. And so I will talk about how, and it's kind of suppressed our rain chances the past couple days, as you can tell, and given us higher heat index values. I'll talk about that in just a second, and how that may influence our forecast on Monday and also influence Harvey. So there's Harvey, south of Puerto Rico, south of the Dominican Republic, and you can see he is undergoing some shear. Hurricane Center official forecast track has him as a storm coming through the Western Caribbean on Tuesday. Then we get into days 4 and 5, and it gets a little bit more dicey there. But as of now, he is forecast across the Yucatan Peninsula. That land interaction should weaken him. They have him weakening, and then possibly once he emerges in the Bay of Campeche, if he does, re-strengthening. There may come a point where the shear weakens and things become more favorable for Harvey to be able to kind of get his act together, so to speak. That's days 4 and 5. We're watching it and we're keeping an eye on it. Right now he's moving west at 22 miles an hour and has maximum sustained winds of 40 miles an hour. And there's Harvey again, and you can see those cloud tops and the shear, of course. All right, now let's talk about 92L, because I know you all have had a lot of questions about that. And let's go back. Here's 92L, and you can see it's also getting sheared and having some problems keeping its act together. Here's that upper level low I mentioned up here in that yellow. You can see it. And then again, 92L, the upper level low, there's Harvey, and there is that TUT over Florida. And again, there is 92L. So you can get another satellite image of that and see, it's kind of struggling as well. So, all right, eclipse forecast. How does all this work out for you guys? That TUT. All right, right now, like I said, we've had that flow from the north. It's a counterclockwise flow, so where its location is, you can see it's pulling from the north. Right now, that's kind of suppressed our rain chances. It is forecast to move to the west. And as it moves to the west, that counterclockwise flow comes back around, and we're going to start getting a southerly flow coming in. And when that happens, we get clouds and we get precipitation. So that is supposed to be, it's moving west, and it should be off the coast of Florida by tomorrow. So Monday, we're looking at that southeast flow return, and that's going to increase the cloud cover and precipitation. Now, I have a 40% chance of rain as of right now. I'll update again tomorrow. Kind of hard to predict cloud cover for Monday. What I will say, and I've looked at some of the models, here's the GFS run on cloud cover for the southeast on Monday. They're not being very nice to the southeast, of course. But then, you know, there's the NAM, and the NAM kind of gives you a little bit more hope. So what I am going to say is that there will likely be breaks in the clouds, as there always is. You understand our typical summer weather pattern, you know, hit and miss, scattered showers and storms, clouds here, clouds there, and there would be breaks. So I don't want you to think your eclipse day is ruined. You honestly, it's just like any day in the summer, won't know where the showers will be, where the clouds will be, but we'll get a better handle on it tomorrow and Monday. If you have any questions, feel free to post, ask us, please. We want to make sure we answer all your questions, and we love getting your messages so we can help you out in any way we can. All right, well, have a blessed weekend, everyone.